Most people will work their entire lives and never understand why they're still broke. They will blame the economy, their boss, inflation, bad luck, the system. And while all of those forces are real, there's something quieter happening beneath the surface. Something almost invisible. A pattern repeated daily. A structure forming choice by choice. The truth is uncomfortable. Poverty is rarely random. It's patterned. And tonight, we're exposing the 5 habits that silently keep people poor, even when they're working hard. We're starting with number 5. Number 5 is living for the upgrade. The upgrade mindset feels harmless. A better phone, better car, a better apartment, a better wardrobe. You tell yourself you've earned it. You deserve it. And maybe you have. But here's the trap. Every time your income increases, your lifestyle expands to match it. Not below it. Not strategically around it. Directly to it. You get a raise. Your rent goes up. You upgrade your car. You dine out more often. Subscriptions multiply. Comfort expands. From the outside, it looks like progress. From the inside, nothing changes. You're still dependent on the next paycheck. Still anxious about missing a month of income. Still unable to step away. The wealthy don't rush to upgrade their lifestyle. They upgrade their assets first. They buy income-producing investments before they buy liabilities. They let money build quietly in the background. But the upgrade habit feels rewarding immediately. It signals success. It signals status. And slowly, it locks you into golden handcuffs. You're not broke because you don't earn enough. You're broke because every increase disappears the moment it arrives. Number 4 is fearing risk more than regret. This one hides behind the word responsible. You stay in the safe job. You avoid investing because markets fluctuate. You postpone starting the business because it might fail. You wait for the perfect time. But perfect timing is a myth people use to justify inaction. Every financially free person took calculated risks. They invested when outcomes weren't guaranteed. They pursued opportunities before certainty existed. Meanwhile, the risk-averse remain frozen. Here's the irony. Avoiding risk is risky. Inflation erodes savings sitting idle. Skills become outdated. Industries disappear. Entire career paths become automated. Playing it safe often guarantees mediocrity. The wealthy don't eliminate risk. They manage it. They study probabilities. They make asymmetric bets. Small downside, large upside. But if you fear risk more than you fear regret, you will always choose the familiar cage over the uncertain opportunity. And cages rarely grow wealth. Number 3 is not owning anything. Most people are consumers in a world built for owners. They work for companies they don't own, promote platforms they don't own, rent homes they don't own, finance cars they don't own outright, scroll on apps that monetize their attention. Ownership is leverage, equity in businesses, shares in markets, intellectual property, digital assets, real estate. When you own, you benefit from growth beyond your hours. When you don't, you trade time for survival. There is nothing wrong with working a job, but if all your income is tied directly to your presence, your wealth ceiling is fixed. The wealthy focus obsessively on ownership, even small percentages, even slow growth, because ownership compounds. Consumers pay forever. Owners get paid forever. And if you spend your entire life consuming without acquiring assets, you're financing someone else's freedom instead of your own. Number 2 is staying in the wrong environment. This one is uncomfortable because environment feels personal. But look closely at your circle. What are the dominant conversations? Complaints about money? Jokes about being broke? Suspicion toward wealth? Cynicism toward ambition? Beliefs spread socially. If everyone around you believes rich people are corrupt, you will subconsciously resist becoming one. If ambition is mocked, you'll dilute yours. If financial struggle is normalized, you'll accept it as permanent. You don't rise to your goals. You fall to your environment. Wealth building requires different conversations. Conversations about investing, leverage, skill acquisition, opportunity. If you never hear those conversations, you never think in those frameworks. And if you never think in those frameworks, you never act on them. Your income often mirrors the expectations of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Change the room, and you change the ceiling. Now we're about to reveal number 1. And this one is the most dangerous because almost everyone is guilty of it. Before we go there, pause for a second. If this is making you see money differently, if you recognize these patterns in your own life, drop a comment with the habit that hit you hardest. And if you want more deep, uncomfortable breakdowns like this, like the video and subscribe to Deeper 5. Because most channels will give you motivation. We give you reality. Now, number 1. Number 1 is living without a financial blueprint. No target net worth, no investment strategy, no savings rate, no plan for acquiring assets, no timeline for independence. Just vibes. You wake up, you work, you spend, you hope. Hope is not a strategy. Without a clear financial blueprint, every decision becomes reactive. You invest randomly when markets are hot. You save inconsistently. You chase trends. You follow headlines. You copy other people's moves without understanding them. The wealthy operate differently. They define numbers, specific numbers. They know how much they need invested. They know their asset allocation. They know their risk tolerance. They track their net worth. They treat wealth like engineering, not emotion. Without a blueprint, years pass quickly. 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. You look back and realize nothing was built intentionally. Income came and went. Opportunities appeared and vanished. Time moved forward whether you were strategic or not. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Drifting financially is still a decision. It's a decision to let randomness shape your future. Most people don't fail dramatically. They simply never design anything. And in the absence of design, life defaults to average. The 5 habits we just uncovered aren't dramatic. They don't feel destructive in the moment. They feel normal, comfortable, even justified. That's why they're dangerous. Because by the time you feel the consequences, years have passed. Wealth is rarely about intelligence. It's about patterns, about replacing unconscious habits with intentional systems. The difference between being stuck and being free often comes down to invisible behaviors repeated daily. So the question isn't whether the system is hard. It is. The question is whether you are unknowingly cooperating with the very patterns that keep you poor. Because the most expensive mistake isn't failing. It's drifting for decades before you realize you were building the wrong structure. And by then, rebuilding requires more than money. It requires time. And time is the one asset you can never earn back.